Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Nero for BuzzStream, and today I want to talk to you about why you might not need as many links as you think you do to rank for a keyword. Let's get into it. So, when you're looking to rank for a keyword, one of the first things you do is go to a tool like Ahrefs and look at how many referring domains the top ranking posts have. And typically, you'll try to outdo those ranking posts. What I want to talk about today is the fact that you might not need as many links as you're actually seeing, because what these tools don't do on the surface is filter out low quality links. So, how do you filter out low quality links? It's pretty simple. Let's pop into Ahrefs and I'll walk you through it. All right, let's check out an example here from Ahrefs on best TVs. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see a SERP overview. And what this is showing us is the top ranking posts, as well as the number of referring domains that each post has. Now I'm seeing ratings ranking here at 464, CNET, Tom's Guide. So let's take a look. I'm really curious to dig in a little bit more into this because CNET has a higher DR and more linking domains, whereas rating has a lower DR and lower linking domains, but it's ranking higher. So let's click into the backlinks here. And what I'm going to do is a couple different things. I want to look at one link per domain. So essentially what this is showing us is the number of unique referring domains. So we have 355. Now we can filter out some of this stuff in a couple different ways. We could go to DR and say, hey, we want to see only sites that have a DR of 25 and above, or domain traffic of 1500. Now we can do that, but I want to also highlight this new feature from Ahrefs, which I love, and it's called Show Best Links Only. And if you go into the configure, it shows you a couple of different parameters. Now I've set it to the same thing, 25 and above, 1500 and above, and you could also select do follow. So I'm going to do all this, and now we're going to sort by best links only. So remember, 355, that jumps down to 14 links for ratings. Now let's go back and compare CNET's backlinks. So again, I'm going to go to one link per domain, and we're looking at about 1500. Now I use my best links feature. Again, that's going to show me do follow links. It's going to show me 1500 and above domain traffic and DR of 25 and above. And all of a sudden we're down to 68. So let's do another example. Let's do something where we know syndication is going to play a part. Let's look at most expensive cities in the US. Now let's go down to the SERP again. And I'm really curious about this real estate news because this is a lot of backlinks to accrue over time for something like this. So let's go to backlinks. I'm going to do the same thing, one per domain. And then we're going to do show best links only. Now remember, 385 is what we're looking at to start. Best links brings us down to 92, which is still a lot. But the reason I wanted to look at this was because I knew there was going to be some syndication involved here. So one of the easiest ways you can tell a post is going to be syndicated is there's two things, actually. You can look at the referring page. The title is going to be the same, but I actually like to look at the anchor text here and the text surrounding the anchor text. And you start to see some of it is the same as you get down into some of this fourth most expensive place to live, fourth most expensive place to live. So what I actually did here is exported this and brought in a Google Sheet so we could look at this. Now remember, we were looking at 92 referring domains. So now what I want to do is come here, you could look at, I don't want to look directly at the anchor text because that might not be exactly what we want. The left text or the right text. I'm going to do the left text here. And what I'm going to do in Google Sheets here is a little data cleanup and remove duplicates. So I'm going to look at all of the site, all the columns. I'm going to come here and just tell me the left context. So we just removed 52 syndicated links. links aren't the end all and be all of ranking, but I think it gives you maybe a much more realistic sense of something that you can rank for. All right, let's look. The last thing here is just kind of like a head-to-head competition. Say you want to do this approach at the onset of a link building campaign. So say you're a email marketing service and you want to go up against Mailchimp and you want to see, okay, I'm just starting out. How many links should I target? How many links do I need to be building to stay competitive with them? So we're looking at 325,000 referring domains. Now let's do that same routine. We could do backlinks, but we're not going to worry about syndication in this review, this analysis here. So I'm just going to be referring domains, and I'm going to use the same feature. Again, Ahrefs is going to save the best links filter, all the parameters that we have in there. So I'm going to hit show best links, and we're looking at almost 325,000. And if you're looking at best links, it's about 20,000. So, quick math, it's about 300,000 links that you don't need to be building, or that if you're going to buy links or you're talking to an agency, you have a much more realistic sense of what you need to do to compete here. Why I think this is super important is because the more links that we feel that we need to build, the more pressure it puts on agencies and in-house teams to build at scale. And building at scale is great, but there are some downsides. You feel pressure to hit a number rather than quality links. And we know Google really prefers quality over quantity. So what a lot of brands end up doing is talking to link building agencies that will promise them a specific number, but not necessarily a quality and relevancy. So you might end up buying a link that on the surface looks like it has a high DA, but realistically, it's not really driving that much quality traffic. Ultimately, what we're trying to do at the end of the day as link builders is to build natural, quality, relevant links. The more that we can do that and the more we can focus on quality and not quantity, I think the better off we'll be as an industry at large. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks.